research that too.
And well, so Abby has a medical background, if our listeners don't know. And so every time the guy says great ball movement, she thinks it sounds like bowel movement. And she finds it really funny.
Yeah. Well, I think I had a problem with that because I sold bow buns and a lot of people heard bowel.
Bow, yeah, bow buns. That's what I thought it was for forever.
It doesn't help that my mouth doesn't work properly a lot of the time.
Yeah, one thing I've learned about podcasting, I am terrible at talking. Chuck, also kind of terrible at talking.
I'm the worst.
Yeah. John, who decided not to be here, he's the best at talking. But anyway.
I think he's on drugs. Abby, by the way, great diction and wonderful podcast presence.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
And I'll just cap off with one of the stupidest things I heard an announcer say in the last few weeks. I've been keeping another running list. So this time an announcer said, the turnover bug has bitten Phoenix hard.
What turnover bugs? I guess a thing people say.
Is there a vaccine for that bug?
As little baby Ann also inserts herself into the podcast.
I'm looking up synonyms for penetration, and all of them are awful. Thrusting, insertion, infiltration.
I feel like you could say campaign thrusts into the defense.
No,
awful.
Worse.
Ingress.
There's no way that's a word.
Yeah, it is. Ingress, egress. It's exit and entrance.
Well, I know egress, but
yeah, it's the opposite of word. The opposite word is ingress. So yeah, he ingresses into the. That's way worse.
I don't know. Ingress. That's a word I've never heard of, so I think it's fine. Well, anyway, I think Abby has made her contribution. She is not, she bucks against gender roles, but right now she's going to watch this baby Ann while she allows me to do this silly podcast of which she is the sole supporter.
She is. She's our hugest Patreon supporter.
That's me.
Thanks, Abby.
Guys.
Let's now move to the awards segment of the program, the International Stackhouse of Pancakes Award, given each week to the worst performance in a box score. We have several nominations throughout the week. Let's see. Honorable mention. Antonio Blakeney, 1 for 9. Tim Hardaway Jr., 2 for 12. Chetty Osman, 3 for 13. Dame Lillard and Russell Westbrook, both 4 for 18. We have 3 nominees as they occurred chronologically through the week. Kevin Durant in a win against the Milwaukee Bucks. 3 for 14, 11 points, 8 boards, 6 assists, 7 turnovers, 3 personal fouls. So 3 for 14, 11 points, 7 turnovers. Not good. Josh Jackson in a loss against the Spurs. And also, shout out Suns being the first team since the 50s to score in the single digits in consecutive first quarters.
Good for you, boys.
Yeah, way to go. Have fun in Las Vegas. Josh Jackson in a loss to the Spurs was 2 for 14, 7 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 steals, 4 turnovers, 2 personal fouls. So Josh Jackson, 2 for 14, 7 points. And then Yusuf Nurkic in a loss to the Memphis Grizzlies, 1 for 15, 2 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, 3 blocks. So we got Kevin Durant, 3 for 14, 11 points, 7 turnovers. Josh Jackson, 2 for 14, 7 points, 4 turnovers. And Yusuf Nurkic, 1 for 15, 2 points, 10 boards. I feel like it's obvious, Chuck.
Yusuf Nurkic in a van. Have you seen that commercial?
Oh, I have not.
Yeah, so I put it in the Slack. It's Sumptown Coffee, which is a Portland-based coffee company that has found its way into Nashville too, probably all over the country. They have a great Yusuf Nurkic commercial, and it's just Yusuf Nurkic in a van, and it's them singing that. And then he drives around handing out coffee, and they go, Yusuf Nurkic in a van, or something like that. It's kind of great. I was really stoned when I saw it.
That's called Sumptown and it's not Stumptown?
It could be that.
Are those separate?
I don't know. It could be. My mouth doesn't work, and I will reiterate, I was quite inebriated when I saw this commercial.
Ah, gotcha. All right. Well, so yes, Yusuf Nurkic, congratulations. 1 for 15 on winning this week's International Stackhouse of Pancakes Award. And I was thinking, he took 15 shots and he only scored 2 points. That seems rare. So I looked this up. It's actually incredibly rare, Chuck. I think it's only happened 9 times in NBA history. 2 of them are games I'm already aware of. One is the Mark Madsen game, a famous Mark Madsen game where he took the 9 3-pointers against the Grizzlies in a game where they weren't tanking, quote unquote. So he was 1 for 15 in that game. And the other one was that Tim Hardaway Jr. game, Tim Hardaway Sr. game where he was 0 for 17. So Yusuf Nurkic, just the 9th player in the basketball history database to have at least 15 shot attempts and under 2 points.
So I know exactly why Nurkic had this bad of a game.
Oh, why is that?
I don't know if you remember, there was a point where he fouled JaMychal Green. He hit him in the face.
Oh, yeah.
JaMychal Green got into his grill.
JaMychal Green's had a broken jaw this year.
And I don't know if you've ever seen this happen at a ball court, but JaMychal hiked his basketball shorts up. And when somebody hikes their shorts up, you don't mess around. That dude's in your head for the rest. And Nurkic wanted 0 smoke with JaMychal.
That was surprising, right?
Well, I mean, he's the Bosnian beast. He's humongous. He's supposed to be able to throw hands. He just smiled, and JaMychal told him where to go, how to get there, while holding his drawers in his hand, saying, "Please come at me."
So the list of guys. So Nurkic, Mark Madsen was the last one 12 years ago. Then Joe Smith did it in '96. Tim Hardaway, and then listen to this list of players: Dave Robish, Bob Love, who I think is a Beach Boy. Fred Foster, Al Addles, and Charlie Tyra. Those are the guys to have 15 shot attempts or more in a game and 2 or fewer points. So congratulations, Yusuf. You really earned this one. All right, parfait away. Chuck, what thing are you looking forward to in the coming week?
We got the Fast Break Breakfast Bowl.
Oh, we do.
Heat Grizzlies on Friday. It's going to be a great game. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully Whiteside's back and Marc Gasol doesn't eat our lunch. However, Mark surprisingly didn't get anywhere near our eye shop despite being pretty poopy in the Blazers game.
He's been poopy for many, many games. I think over his last 6, he's shooting 30% from the field. He self-referentially tweeted about it. I don't know if you saw this, Chuck. He tweeted a picture of the Monstars stealing his ability. He said, "I've lost something. Can anybody help me find it?"
Well, he needs to rest that ankle because I heard he hurt it and then played 50 minutes the next day, and
he did.
And that's why he's not playing too well. So, yeah, dude, like you don't need to. I know the West is a tight race right now, but you got to be healthy if you're going to make the playoffs. And Mark's so important; he probably should take some time off. I respect the gangster though.
Well, it's okay. We have Joakim Noah now. That probably should have been an apology. I thought it was a terrible idea. Like I legit thought it was a terrible idea. But he's come in. He's bringing that energy. He brings that fire on the bench where like the Grizzlies don't have a fiery leader.
He does.
And on court,
have that.
He's been completely spry. He's agile.
I laugh every time he shoots a jumper. Does the finger guns into his holsters.
He gets that holster. He gets that Red Dead.
He's hilarious. I mean, he's a body. He's huge, and he has defensive instincts. I'm sure that his body doesn't do what his brain tells him it should all the time, just from being out of the game so long. But, he is a good energy guy, and if he could give you 10 minutes a game, it's better than nothing.
He's been doing it. I'm telling you, like he looks way better than I thought. I'm still confused why no other team signed him because he seems so fresh, and like he looks more like the Joakim Noah that we remember. He's not great or anything, but like totally competent, and then like a big energy guy, chemistry locker room guy, and he's helping Mark rest some. I gotta say with him, so between him, Mike, and Mark, I think the Grizzlies lead the NBA in PED use. I don't know why they can't share with Chandler Parsons, but
Right.
I was trying to think, like, who do you think is taking the most PEDs? Is it the Grizzlies? Is it the Raptors with Serge Ibaka? Because Serge Ibaka is playing like the best of his career. Like,
he's insane.
He could be an all-star. Or is it just still LeBron James and the Jaguar growth hormone?
It does not make sense that LeBron is still this good and everyone else in his draft class is literally a health concern. Like Bosh and Melo and Wade.
Like Andre Iguodala, who I think is the year before. He's like falling apart.
And they've never missed, like, LeBron's just not missing time. I don't know. Darko Milicic is literally dead. I think they've buried him somewhere in whatever country.
He's raising horses in Moldova now or something. He loves his horses. He never spent a dime of his NBA money.
That's amazing.
Darko Milicic of the I don't want to play basketball, and then I can't remember who gave him that contract. Was the Timberwolves gave him like a 5-year, $40 million contract after he announced he did not want to play basketball anymore?
I did not.
Then the Grizzlies traded for him. No, so my par fadeaway, it's going to be my par fadeaway, I think, forever, is still the 14-team Western Conference playoff race. Like, it's so funny. I thought the Spurs were done, and then they won 3 in a row. They're still in 14th. So maybe they are done. Like, I don't like that. They still haven't played. The Spurs haven't played any Eastern Conference teams. They played the fewest Eastern Conference teams of anyone in this playoff race. I thought the Trailblazers 2 weeks ago. I thought the Trailblazers were one that I think was definitely in. Now, like the Basketball Reference playoff probability only has them at a 52% chance to make it. They're sitting in 9th right now as we talk on Thursday afternoon. Like, the race is crazy. I can't.
I think everybody's Rockets panic is. I think the Rockets are gonna figure out. They look good in the past couple games.
I thought so, but I mean, R.I.P. the James Ennis is going to be okay to fill in.
Oh man, yeah, he just got hurt. I forgot about that.
Oh, and he's hurt too. Yeah, no, like the Rockets are still, man. I don't know if they're gonna rally right now. 538 gives the Rockets a really good chance of making the playoffs. The Basketball Reference only gives them a 6.6%. That's more based on their projecting out what they've been doing so far. But
Eric Gordon can't shoot this bad.
He stinks
all year.
Maybe he can.
I don't know, man. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
I think teams kind of figured out the Rockets and James Harden. He got his championship, which was his MVP.
Yeah,
like he got that, and he's just coasting. He's just falling off. But like the Kings are the Kings.
Capella looks fat.
Do we have to quit making fun of the Kings?
Yeah,
like the Kings have literally everyone thought the Kings are going to fall off, and they have not fallen off yet. Like 15-12. De'Aaron Fox just keeps getting better and better. De'Aaron Fox's shooting numbers have to come down, but still, they look legit. And man, this race is something good every single night.
Yeah, it's been great, and I look forward to more of it this year.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. All right, well, if you want to support our show, you do that at patreon.com/fastbreakbreakfast. Also, if you're buying tickets, comedy, music, NBA, NHL, NFL, anything, do that over at SeatGeek.com and use our code FASTBREAKBREAK, same as the Twitter handle. And I think you get $20 off your first purchase. I only say I think. I've heard a lot of other podcasts say $10 off. They told us it was $20. They never told us it changed. So check that out. Get your discount. Get your big discount by going to SeatGeek and using our code FASTBREAKBREAK. If you want to follow us on Instagram, on Facebook, and on Twitter, like I said, FASTBREAKBREAK. All right, you guys are the best. Thanks for listening. And remember, breakfast is the most important thing. Get better, Burr.
Yeah, never apologize for being G&G. Fair break, man. You understand?